recording now. Okay. So now when we situated ourselves, let me just start with a few words about All Digital, GenAI and other projects for those of us who don't know us yet. So All Digital is a pan-European association based in Brussels, and we represent over 100 member organizations across Europe that work with digital education stakeholders, such as digital education centers, adult education centers, libraries, but also their networks across Europe. Where young people, but also adult learners, can access training and support to improve their digital skills and also to keep up with current developments and technologies. In all our work, we focus on all people who need to develop their digital skills, which is very broad, but also we believe that everybody can benefit from digital transformation. So we focus on a range of topics linked with digital skills in broad terms, as from basic digital skills, advanced digital skills, digital media literacy, STEM and STEAM skills for society, digital cultural heritage, but also digital inclusion. And we are very active in many different projects, also EU-funded projects, but industry-funded projects as well. And we have a lot of them in our portfolio, but today our main focus are two of them. The first one is All Digital Academy, and the second one is GenAI. So I will give the floor to Afonso to briefly introduce to you the other project, and then we go on with the GenAI.
Thank you, Dea. Can you all hear me well? Because I was having some issues with the sound. Yeah, good. Okay. Well, hi, everyone. It's very nice to see you all here. It's always good when you have a full house. My name is Afonso. I'm a project officer at All Digital. And in this particular case, I would like to tell a little bit about the All Digital Academy, which is an Erasmus project that started a year ago. Which has since grown a little bit, but in essence, it's a hub for training courses, which has a target group, adult educators, but not only, as they will mention afterwards. And in this case, if you visit the platform now, you will find four different courses. On last gen, let's say, technologies, which you can take part freely at any time. Right now, some of these are running pilot courses. So the All Digital Academy AI and IoT courses will be running their third cycle very soon. If you want to participate, you only need to register once to the platform, and then you can select which course you want to participate. It's that simple. And that being said, I would like to understand who among you, if any, of the 54 people we have here, if you have visited the website ever, and if you have actually taken part in any of these trainings. So I would like to share with you this little poll. It's only one question, so it will be quick. And let me see if I can put this there. I think now lunch. So I'm going to launch this. You just need to answer yes or no, so that we have a feeling exactly who are you guys, if you know about this, or are you completely new, basically. So I will launch. Let's see what we have. I think we all have yes, no, yes, no. Okay, we have. So apparently the majority have not. Okay, so good. Well, good and bad. Good because we can tell you all about it, and bad because, well, you haven't yet. I hope you will soon. I will share the link just now. Actually, give me 1 second. I'll share the link here. But in a sorry. Okay, I'll do it after because I think I lost the link. So that was it, really. Please, if you're interested, if you have any questions, please put in the chat. I'll be happy to answer them, and I'll give the word back to Dea.
Thanks a lot, Afonso. Yeah, as Afonso said, we will also keep on sharing all the links in the chat, so you will be able to have easy access to them. Moving on to GenAI, which is one of our newer projects, which actually received support from Microsoft as a result of our many years of our collaboration. And GenAI, as well as the name suggests, focuses on the use of generative AI in education, and this is done through a series of online training courses. We will have 7 courses in total. Currently, 4 courses have been launched, with the last one actually that being launched yesterday, and the 5th one is coming on the 27th of March. So keep an eye on that. You will also find a link to all of this in the chat. So apart from the training courses, in both of the mentioned projects, we are also offering a series of different webinars where we engage in conversation with the different AI experts. And today, the main point of the webinar is the main topic of the webinar is is to discuss the tools and resources for educators. So our star of today's webinar is Ariana Blažić, who is a teacher trainer and EdTech advisor. And well, before I give the floor to Ariana, I will just tell you briefly about the webinar series. So as I said, the main idea is to bring experts in the field to engage in conversation with us. You will also have the chance to take the active role in the webinar by asking your questions in the chat, and we will take them on with Ariana later. But without further ado, without more talking, Ariana, would you like to introduce yourself and say a few words?
Hello, Dea. Hello, Alfonso. Hello, everyone in the audience. I know a lot of you. I'm so happy to be here with you. And I would say that all these participants are my colleagues who I learn together with about AI. I used to be a teacher. Now I'm a teacher trainer based in Zagreb in Croatia, currently in Italy, doing some teacher training here near Pisa. Yeah, I don't have any slides. So we are going to talk about AI, and then later on, we have also prepared some activities for you, and we would like to engage you actively in some of the activities. What's the plan for today?
Thanks a lot, Ariana. Thanks also for not spoiling too much to our participants what we're gonna do to keep a bit of a surprise as well. But okay, I think first we can situate ourselves in this whole context of using AI in education, using innovative tools and resources in our teaching activities. Maybe the first thing we could discuss is what specific educational goals or challenges are we actually aiming to address with AI tools when we use them in educational activities?
I can say that I have been using digital technologies for many years now, and actually digital technologies are my passion. It is, I'm a language teacher, not an ICT teacher. And now the use of AI has really changed the way we teach, the way students learn, and also the way we live, after all. So when we talk about generative AI, I would say that the goals, the educational goals of AI would be first and foremost to provide assistance, so that we can use it as some kind of assistance for teachers and students. So for teachers, for example, I think AI has already shown some great potential to help us prepare our lesson materials, different types of activities that we can use for the classroom, that we can also tailor to the needs of different students in our classroom. And also the goals, if we talk about the goals, would be, for example, to help teachers with the administrative work, so that we don't have that we have much more time that would be spent on creative tasks that we could do in the classroom. Maybe also I would say that one of the goals should be AI assistance with feedback, not to say grading yet, but feedback that so that because we know that teachers it takes a lot of time. It's really time consuming to provide students with good and timely feedback. But with AI, maybe these types of tasks would AI would make it easier for teachers. Of course, not yet with grading because this is one of the challenges, you know. This is still not transparent, and grading and especially high stake exams are really not something that we can already use today. But there are I'm sure many teachers who are right now in the audience also think that it would be great if AI could do all the grading, because grading is so stressful, and having someone or something to grade it instead of us would be just perfect. But there are a lot of challenges here. It's not transparent, it's discriminatory, and so we need to wait to get there. And also for professional learning, so that it can provide us with some recommendations on how we can, where we can find the opportunities to develop, to grow professionally, like what you have just, you and Alfonso explained about the platform and the courses that you offer. So how can we use it, and how can AI help us direct us, guide us in the way so that we can really make use of it and grow. And for students, of course, it would be just perfect if AI could be an AI tutor, a virtual assistant who would help each and every student in the same way, so that we can talk about inclusive education. Yes, we are not there yet, but I hope, I, as an AI enthusiast, I hope we are getting there.
Thanks a lot, Ariane. I think you tackled on a lot of important issues, a lot of important points there, which, I mean, each of the points you mentioned, we can go on and discuss it for hours, I think. But okay, we still have only 45 minutes to focus on. So let me just go to one of the dimensions that you mentioned. So how can we use AI tools to enhance the learning experience of students?
So yes, to make education more inclusive and accessible to all students would be really one of the potentials and benefits of the use of AI in education. And I think there is a lot of potential here in this area. And then, as I mentioned, virtual tutors that could engage students in and provide them with the different types of materials that would suit their needs, their interests, to provide them with different opportunities for learning according to their preferences, according to their prior knowledge, according to their learning styles. So based on the data that AI can use and can use about students' knowledge, prior knowledge about students' preferences, would be then used to design the type of learning that would help students gain knowledge and retain knowledge also. So this would be, I think, very beneficial for students.
Indeed. Yes, yes, yes. Well, also building on that and building on the current discussion about AI tools and personalized learning especially, in what ways can AI support personalized learning or customized learning experiences for students?
So AI algorithms can already analyze students' learning styles. They can analyze the knowledge that they have, what the gaps in their knowledge are also. And then they can provide tailored recommendations or content that is adapted to to specific students to their, so AI would be able to provide individualized feedback so that each student would know how to move forward, how to learn in the way that suits them best. For example, if they need to change some strategies, if they need to change the type of materials that would help them move forward and learn better. Then using recommendation systems, as I said, that we use in our everyday life. So why not use it also for learning, to enhance student learning, so that AI could provide students with a really a wide range of different types of materials that would cater to students' interests and their abilities. And AI is really good at detecting patterns and analyzing data, and also providing appropriate types of intervention that students would benefit from. And AI can identify the areas in which the students struggle, and then address these struggles so that they can learn better. But again, as I mentioned, I like AI and I use it a lot, but it is important to be cautious. So what does it mean if AI can analyze all the student data that I share with AI tool, and then how it will detect these patterns in students' behavior, in students' learning, and will it be transparent in this regard? Will it and what about the decisions that AI will make? So are these recommendations, the decisions made by AI, are really good? Are they really transparent? So we always have to be careful about it, and but also give it a chance, try it out in the classroom and then see how students can benefit from it.
I think you tackled on a lot of benefits and a lot of drawbacks that we
Yes,
have
yes.
when using AI in educational activities. I mean, I'm sure we're all aware that, well, it's still something rather new, so we always have to keep this cautious mindset there. But maybe to frame it, what do you see as the biggest benefits and as the biggest drawbacks or biggest challenges when using AI in education?
So I think that the benefits are that it can really provide assistance. So it can help us, and it can, in a way, reduce teachers' workload, so to say. It doesn't mean that AI will do everything instead of us. I don't think that this will ever happen, but it can provide us with some ideas. So it can be our brainstorming partner, for example, when we don't know how to do an activity or how to present a certain topic that is difficult, for example, a certain concept. Then why not ask AI to give us some ideas? It never means, I know teachers that whenever you find something on the internet, a lesson plan that is shared and you can use it, we never use it as is and bring it to the classroom. We always tweak something, adapt something. So it is the same with AI. I think this is the benefit that allows me to start not from scratch, and not having to start from and looking at a blank page, but giving me ideas that I can build upon. And I think it is important to include AI in the curriculum. So I already mentioned this inclusion and personalization, differentiation of learning also, and there are a lot of challenges as well, drawbacks. You know, maybe one of the biggest drawbacks would also be data. And what they call now datafication. So it means that, you know, whenever you register for a tool, and you have to register for almost all tools. So what about data that is collected from the users, and how is it used? And then when we use these large language models and generative AI, is the information that I write, is it used to train the model, other models, maybe this one also? So it is still, this is, I think, one of the biggest, drawbacks, challenges, maybe also risks, you know, and especially when young students are involved. And that's why when I use tools, or in my teacher training workshops, I do not recommend tools that need registration on behalf of the student. So if it is a tool that students can join with a code, or they don't have to register for it, then okay, it could be used. But so the use of data. Also, I wanted to say that you know, now in some tools you can opt out of sharing the information that you write in a generative AI tool with the developers. So for example, ChatGPT allows you to opt out, so that your conversation with it are not stored and not used to train. And also Canva. Canva is one such tool that you can opt out of using your materials. And to be honest, I didn't pick it, so I allow them to use my creations and also my chats with ChatGPT. I'm careful that I don't share any personal details, but it is because you know, I use a lot of things that people share online, and for me sharing is caring, and now more than ever. And I think that that then I should also share. So, and I do. Yeah, but maybe just one thing, sorry, there. I just also wanted to say that AI needs to be brought to schools, even though we have to be very, very cautious about the use of AI by our students, and not let them use all these tools. Be very, very selective when it comes to this. But it is important to bring it to the classroom, to demystify it, and not only to the classroom, to teacher rooms, like teachers in professional development workshops, so that they understand that AI is not something that is, you know, something scary, and that it is not a magic wand. So it will not create and help us, you know, so that we don't have to do anything and the AI will just work instead of us. But so we need to talk about it, to be aware of its capabilities, and then use understand what AI can and what AI cannot do, and then use it in the best possible way to enhance our teaching and also student learning.
Yeah, again, many important and many interesting points mentioned there. I think it's, like you said, very important to demystify AI and to realize that it's not a magic answer to all of our questions, but at the same time that we should not run away from it. I think with all the new tools constantly coming to us and constantly feeling a bit bombarded with all the new tools and new magic things, magic resources for, especially for educators, especially to use them in educational activities, how can educators be effectively trained to use AI in the classrooms?
Of course, it is important to follow research in this field. And right now, we are only at the beginning of the use of AI in education. We still don't know how these new technologies will impact learning and teaching, and not only learning and teaching as a process, but also what impact will these technologies have on our students, on their cognitive development. Will they become over-reliant, on AI? What is the impact of these technologies on students' social and emotional development, on their well-being? What about teachers? I sometimes think that I'm becoming over-reliant on AI, and so it is really important to be to be aware that these things are happening. I think a good idea is to join. So I would say, first of all, professional development is really the most important now, more relevant than ever before. And so that teachers have the opportunity to learn about what AI is, how it can be used, how it can be designed. And this is what you do in All Digital, in these GenAI EDU MOOCs that you organize. And this is a great opportunity for teachers to stay in the loop with the latest developments, and then learn how to use it in the classroom, to understand the challenges, the risks of some technologies. And because there are really so many different tools, and every day, some new tools appear. And for educators, I think it's not only enough to know about the tool and how to use a certain tool, but it is more important to know when to use a tool and why. Why should they use this tool? What benefit will it bring to their students? And the pedagogical value about it is what matters. And so professional development organized by different stakeholders, but also I would say, and I see this as very beneficial, are these collaborative communities or networks of teachers, like these 50 colleagues of mine right now here in this webinar, who we learn together, and we share. We have our doubts, we have our questions, and then having such a community where you can go there, and then you can ask, do you have an idea how I should tackle this problem, or which are there any tools that I could use for this particular topic? So networking, professional development, learning. I'm a self-learner. I really almost constantly try to see what are the latest developments, and we will see in a moment. Because things really changed. A year ago, it was we have a different perspective, different angle, and different mindset, I would say, about the use of tools.
Yeah. Indeed, I think the key points here are that we should always keep learning and completely embrace this lifelong learning activities in all our, well, okay, we're talking about educational field right now, and I think most of our audience is involved in educational activities, but this is something that's relevant for everybody, I would say. Okay, to wrap up this part of the webinar, I would just ask you, maybe for your like, how do you see that AI tools will change traditional teaching methods? And also, what's your long-term vision when it comes to integration of AI in education? Also, considering you said you're AI enthusiast yourself, but let's just to share your thoughts on this.
Yeah, just quickly, but I'm a teacher. The teacher talking time is quite long, but okay. So first of all, to change traditional teaching, When we first think about student use of AI, then the first thing that comes to mind is cheating and plagiarism. I'm sure many would agree with me right now, and this is the reality. We can't change it, but we have seen this for many years now. So it's really students. Some students always try to cheat. But right now, maybe they have some tools that they didn't. I mean, not maybe they didn't have these tools before. The task of the teacher today is to learn how to outsmart AI, how to be smarter than AI. We are smarter. That's a fact. But how can we do it? I just saw in one of the tools that is very, very frequently used by the teachers, Magic School AI. They now have an app that is called AI resistant activity, so that you can create an activity that students will have to do on their own without AI. So check it out and see if it works. It will generate several activities. But actually, it is about project-based learning. It is about inquiry-based learning. It is about progress checks, formative assessment, personal experience. It is about interdisciplinary learning. And what I'm saying now, it's nothing new. So this is what we have been preaching. We have been talking about this ever since we started introducing digital technologies in the classroom. But now maybe the time has come really to implement this, to stop lecturing, to stop giving homework, and to assign these tasks that they can do at home, of course. The final, and maybe also to emphasize that the teaching process is more important than the outcome. You may not agree with me, but it is this process, how we learn. It is what matters more than just what you show in a test, and then you get a grade and forget all about it afterwards. So this process, this is what AI can't help you with. If you ask your students to show how you have created this, how you have written this essay or created a certain task. And finally, my long-term vision of AI, I think really AI is here to stay. It is not a fad. We have seen in this past year that it is really changing the way we are teaching and learning. And also never before, and I've been in this field for 15 years now, never before have we had so many tools that have been made specifically for education by educators for educators. So I think that it is all that we all need to accept it. My wish is to have AI that is transparent, AI that is reliable, that is accountable. I should be accountable for my students' work and all the materials that I use in the classroom and the decisions that I make. But be reliable, trustworthy, and transparent is what I would like AI to develop into for teachers and students alike.
Indeed. Thank you very much, Ariana, for sharing all these valuable insights with us. I can also see that there are questions in the chat, but we will come to these at the end of the webinar. I'm sure we can talk about many of these points for much longer, like I said already earlier, but I would propose that now we go into the practical aspect of our discussion and explore some different tools. So Ariana has prepared some useful resources to share with all of you. You will find also the direct link in the chat for easy access, but without me spoiling against too much, Ariana, I give the floor to you.
Okay, so I will share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, okay, great. So I have prepared 4 activities for you that I will introduce gradually. So we will start with the first one that I know a lot of you know already and have done it because it's one of the tools that's very easy to use, and this is Padlet. Padlet has introduced this AI tool that you can find. It's called I Can't Draw, and you can find it when you click here on the on this plus icon. Just a moment. I need to put it here. Just I need to I don't know what you see now, but I need to remove the gallery because I cannot see it. Gallery, where is the gallery? I cannot see the post. Okay.
We can see everything. We can see your Padlet, and we can see that you are opening a new post, and we can see the three dots that you need to open. We can see everything. Don't worry.
Yes, but I can't see. I can't show you. Okay, I know that these three little dots are on the right hand side, and you can see this pink three dots. Can you see that?
Yes, yes.
Okay. And then click on it, and when you click on it, what appears is another menu, right? And there are some green elements. So choose I Can't Draw.
I think that part we cannot see, Ariana. So I don't think we can see anything from the point you clicked on the three dots. At least I cannot.
I think maybe if you stop sharing and try sharing
Yeah.
sharing it again. But I think also since Ariana explained, you click on the three dots and then you see the other menu. I think I can see that a lot of people also realize that.
Okay, let me go because I can see when I share the screen, the gallery is on the right hand side, and I can see all your faces, but not this. And I can't move the post. So let me go once again. But the gallery view. It is view. Okay, maybe I'll try now. If not, then Thea, I will ask you kindly to share the screen.
Yes, of course.
But I think only this is a problem, and I think it is coming up. So you can see here what I wanted you to write is to write something that doesn't exist. So create, like I created a little train on the moon, Van Gogh style. So please create something that that doesn't exist, and you will be you will see four images that created by AI, and then choose one. If possible, please write the prompt, because prompting is a very important word. It is actually, it means description. So it would be great to see the description that you used for AI to generate this content. And it is really, really interesting. And sometimes it can be a teaching moment why AI generated this particular image with your prompt when you had something else in your mind's eye. So here we have a photographer taking a picture. It's a photographer taking a picture. So let's see if there are some other photos. They are coming. Little mouse enjoying the cup of tea in cozy atmosphere. So I think it's really a cozy atmosphere. So really, really nice. A meadow on the moon with flowers and butterflies. So now this one, create Mona Lisa impressionist style. You have used only the plus icon like this one, and this is not AI. So if you want to use AI on the Padlet, it's only available in this section on the right hand side, which I can't see right now, but it is three dots on the pink pink icon. When you click on the pink icon, then you will see another menu. In the menu, just choose I Can't Draw, and then type the this description, which I think is really great. And let's see what AI will if AI will agree with us that it's really great. And by the way, while you are doing it, I would also like to tell you that AI has Padlet has another AI feature. So if you can make new Padlets, then you can also create a whole Padlet from scratch. So, for example, let's say I want to teach about London and London sites. And I just click create Padlet and then type the prompt. And the prompt is London sites. And Padlet will automatically create a map with London sites with links to some interesting websites where students can learn about this topic. Or it can be any topic. It can be media literacy, it can be photosynthesis, whatever you want, AI will create for you here on the Padlet with just the description, verbal description. But yes, indeed, really some nice images that we have seen here. What do you think, Dea and Alfonso? Is it looking good?
Yes, we can see many inputs coming there. I'm also honestly trying it out myself, so also playing
Me
with
too.
it.
Okay, great. So now we have quite a lot of images here. And maybe it's time that we go to the second interactive activity, which I would like to share with you. And it is something that I think really has a great potential for students. I used last year, it was in January, I had some workshops for teachers and I wanted to introduce them to chatbots. And at that time, there was no AI in the sense that we have it today. And to create a chatbot, you had to do it step by step, to create a decision tree, and then to know what happens if the student answers yes, what happens if the student answers no, and so on and so on. So it was quite time consuming. But today it is really easy to create a chatbot with the help of AI. So it's enough to write the topic and then tell the chatbot what we expect from it. So, for example, if it needs to create questions for our students, or be even more creative, that the chatbot prepares or creates scenarios or some puzzles or that students will need to think and answer. And so right now there are these two really good tools, School AI chatbot and Mizzou chatbot. They are still free. However, in the free version for School AI, you can only have 150 participants in your chat in a day. And for Mizzou, it's even less. It's only 50. The good thing is that the student data are not stored in the sense they're in the personal data, I mean. Because they register with a nickname. But another really good thing is that you have an overview of all the conversations that your students have been leading with the chatbot, and I think this is really what is a game changer. Because by telling them, I will see everything. I will see all the questions that I will see all the sentences that you have written. It will be in my account, and so that they can behave well. A teacher from Croatia recently sent me a picture of a student who asked the chatbot that was supposed to know everything about coding and Scratch. And the student asked the chatbot, "Do you have a girlfriend?" And the chatbot said, "I, as a large language model, can't be in relationships, but I can tell you more about Scratch and how to how to improve your coding skills. So, or also I saw somewhere that someone said, can you bring me pizza? But the chatbot will always put the student back on track and be very polite, say, no, I'm sorry, I can't do that, but please, let's go back. So I would invite you, I'm talking, I know, but I hope that you have already started this either AI bot or AI bot. They are both very, very similar. I created two of them actually because, if there are 150 participants here, then it won't be available to all. But please talk to the chat. I will just write to the chat what I mean. Another very good thing is that you can also listen to the chatbot. So you can also respond not by writing but by talking. So you can record yourself. I don't know why my chat is not working now. I hope yours is. But actually now there should be the introductory sentence and then the conversation. But I know what I will do. Maybe Dea and Alfonso, if you are also chatting with the chatbot, can you please tell me if you can do it?
Mine is also still loading like yours.
Yeah.
So it doesn't send me the message. Maybe there's a
Oh,
lot of us joining in at the same time, so maybe it's a bit
yes,
overloaded.
maybe yes. Oh, I can see it now. Welcome. Today we'll explore how AI can transform education. Ready to dive in? And if you click speak, then you will hear it, which I think it is really great. And I will just write no idea, and then it will try to make me more motivated so that we can continue our chat. But I would like now to show you what it looks like from the teacher's perspective. And it's really, really amazing when you know that all the conversations will be here. So I can see that 22 of you are here, and insights will appear here. So these insights mean that I will have just a small kind of overview of what Ale is doing. And then when I click here, I will also be able to see the whole conversation. So now with me, obviously there was not much, but let me see if some of you have managed to talk now. Okay, so we have here in other languages. Yes, 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 yes. So you can see. Can we talk in Lithuanian? Žinoma, galime Yes, yes. It is possible to speak in any language, which is also great, and it is even though I created it in English, but you can just continue your conversation in your language. So you see, Alice says. Hi, how are you? And I would also like to show you, these are insights now. So Ale asked how I am, showing an interest in building. So I would have the information of all my students here. So it's good that, they just write their nickname only, but that you as a teacher know who these people are, who the students are. Like Dea, for example. Dea, let's see what you have been talking about with this chatbot. So everything is here. I think this is really, really there is really a lot of potential. You see how easy it is that you joined me as a teacher, and also I have everything here in this space, so everything is saved. When it comes to Mizu, this is the other chatbot that I created. It is a chatbot created by a French company, so it means that all the data that we share with the chat are stored here in Europe. And it also allows you to add some kind of assessment, a rubric that AI will use to grade your students. So once again, I would like to repeat it that this can be not really transparent, and I would not use it for real grading, but more for formative assessment. Right now, at this stage of AI development, I wouldn't recommend using AI for grading so that you really give a grade, a mark to the students and put it in the register book because, you know, it's we don't know how AI makes these decisions. And so, but for formative assessment, yes, why not? The AI can be already be very good at in this regard. Okay, and finally, I think it's time for the final activity. Also, I'm sure many of you know this meme cam. It is a tool that would read that has computer vision, so it can understand the picture, it can see what the picture is about, and then it can and then it uses also ChatGPT for to create some memes. And as you can see, this was developed by two guys, I think, from Denmark. And they say, please donate, but okay, you don't have to donate because in an hour you can produce 10 images. So you need to upload the image, or you can use the camera. Then you can decide if the text, the meme will be on top, bottom, or double. And then contexts are actually keywords. So you can write here education, you can write teachers, professional development, artificial intelligence. And then language, if your language is supported, you can use it, but not too many languages are supported, but it's, I think, fun in English as well. So please go to the MemeCamp. We are in different countries. You will use your Wi-Fi, so you can have 10 generations in an hour. Of course, it will not be perfect. For the photo that you can see on the Padlet, I think I had 10 generations. Sometimes ChatGPT can produce, you know, content that's not really appropriate, so be careful. If you are doing it with your students in the classroom, be aware of the fact that that if they are on the same Wi-Fi, only 10 memes will be generated in an hour because it uses the IP address. Okay, so let's check. I don't know if I need to refresh it, maybe yes, to see if there are some new memes, but there are no new memes. Okay, never mind. Maybe we can take the questions now. We have 3 minutes left there, Alfonso. So, and then we can just leave everyone to continue their work on these chatbots, text-to-image generations, and memes. I will stop sharing the screen if you agree, and I am here for questions.
Thanks a lot, Ariana. I also shared all the links in the chat, so apart from the Padlet, so you can also play with memes and all the other tools later. There was a question for chatbots. Can we implement such chatbot with students who are under 13 years old?
Well, yeah, to be honest, I always check the age limit, but I think you can because there is no registration for students. So they join just with a nickname. No personal data is provided except the IP address. And of course, you need to tell them they shouldn't reply in the conversation with any personal details. And also, but when you create this chat, you can also write it down that you know the tool, the chat should not ask such questions. really, I checked school AI, but it was here also very kind of vague in describing where they are from, who they are. I always want to know who created this tool, where they are based. But school AI doesn't provide these details, and so this is kind of this, I don't like this, but I really think the tool is great. And Mizu, I know they are French. I met them at the BET show recently, and they are real people, and they want to create a tool that is the target population is teachers and students, so it's for education.
Mhm. Another question that's also linked with the chatbots, it's what's the main difference between the school AI chatbot and Mizu?
What is the difference?
Yes, what's the main difference between them?
So the main difference, because I'm using the free tools, the main difference is that the number of participants. So if I teach several classes in a day, then I will use school AI if I want to have all the classes participate. Mizu in the free version is only 50, but they have really some good sides, both good sides and bad sides. School AI also has some apps that you can use to create a lesson plan. And then based on this lesson plan, you can create a chat. Mizu used to have this option that you can upload your document, your PDF, what you are using, and then the chatbot will chat with your students based on the materials and everything that is in this document. Now it is only possible in the paid version. So these things change really, really fast. And, every time when I come back to a tool, I see something is different.
Mhm. Yeah, I think the point about changing also brings us back to the professional development and the importance of learning and keeping up to date with all the new tools, all the new resources that are out there. Sadly, we're running out of time. It's already 6 and 1 minute. So without taking too much of time of all of you, and without taking too much of your time, Mariana, as well. Thank you so much again for joining us and for sharing your insights and your thoughts and, well, just participating in a discussion with us. Before closing, I would just like to share one more thing with all of you. So as we said at the beginning, this is an ongoing webinar series that we have together with with GenAI Edu and with the other webinar. And our next webinar, other project, I mean, and our next webinar is going to be on the 23rd of April, so in almost 2 months. But there's already the link that's going to be shared with you in the chat box. Too many chatbots today, so I'm mixing all of them. And in the next webinar, we will talk about about exploring personalized learning with AI, which is also something we mentioned today, but we will go more in depth to it on our next webinar. So thank you again, Ariana. Thank you all for joining. We hope to see you in our courses. We hope to see you in all the other webinars. And yeah, have a lovely evening, and we keep in touch. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.